Fully packed and authentic news, bringing you sustainable community development news you really cherish on Green Gold.
Anumere mamema wajo ema wakwa banfamra nonson kasebo eso ewo ahaba munu sika kokko kasafonyi eso nana efia adepa enimidin ensema hodo amede ebre mo se kasebo no nia edi mu akotene ni bi eni dom kuma wo mra hyebedwam ede nsema babetudwa wonsema wo kanyina ene se bi wani enye ekwan a omanpanyini afaso a wo bu omen eba ne sikasem emu a Sanso ena Interior Minister wadi date fufra sabre ye hwe ni mu se eye asrafo ana se ganafo bi mu opese wowura ahobanbo adwumaye ni mu no obehye won dwumedie ase Reverend Intim Fojo abekasa ne nsama wo kanyina ene se yemfa amanyosem ento nchen ne yenuanom a won ho ekan ye ewo elwak agoprama no esono yenhwe na yemmoa wo mu ensem wei ena ebi ka ho enwumre yi mesinkonya mede ba besom wo se akan kasebo na mitwa me ho aba me ba mede kasebo ni mu nkyeremu ebebrem
Fully packed and authentic news, bringing you sustainable community development news you really cherish on Green Gold.
Afei ensem ni mu enchemu enie Dom kuma wo mra hyebedwam abeye insem trefo enhyiemu na wonsem bia wo kan ye nyina ene se ekwan ya Ghana mampanyine His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ena afei NDC aban wafaso a wo bu omanyi se bi wonani enye ho kra ni nyina ene se wo kiremu a wo se eba ne sikasem mu a enhyeda enkoye eba ne edwadie mu nso a enkoye enti no omampanyine ebeya enkasesane emem na bibia enkoye emfa emaye wabra wo kasa no wonsem ni bi eni
reality. The minister's approach to fiscal management is not disciplined, it is reactive, relying on short-term cuts to maintain the appearance of order. And this is very dangerous for our medium to long-term development. Using Ghana's macroeconomic parameters and IMF consistent multipliers, you will clearly understand the cost of the damage the minister is causing the economy. Effective demand cut of about 0.514% of GDP. That's quite colossal. GDP impact, the fall in GDP, about 0.41% of GDP, equivalent to $469 million. Revenue loss, about $75 million. Foregone potential growth, about 0.1 percentage point annually. And so, by underspending the capital budget approved for 2025, 1.5% of GDP, while the minister has done 0.5% of GDP. This is the cost to the economy. The government has effectively traded tomorrow's output for today's optics. Every 1 percentage point cut in public investment means thousands of construction and supply chain jobs not created, roads and schools not completed, and private contractors pushed into arrears. Short-term fiscal savings thus translate into higher unemployment, weaker SMEs, and slower future tax growth. Real GDP grew by 6.3% year-on-year in the first half of 2025, yet the composition of this growth is telling. The recent 6.3% growth is services heavy, led by ICT, finance, and trade, while construction and manufacturing lag. The government is not building the economy's productive base. Banks, meanwhile, are crowded out by government borrowing at the short end, preferring T-bills over long-term lending, deepening the cycle of high interest, low investment, and
Yentu akasebo no so ewo nsem foforo mu emfa emma wona watwe a etwa mu yenyina yenim arehosem a esiye ewo elwak agoprama no eso wabra na military exercise anase military recruitment exercise ekoso ewo honom na mebunu bia wokoye senke wokwa akohwe senya mebe wo madom na nko wo mafa process ne nyina mu na nka ebia woma anya adwuma yi bi aye ko wiase no ebeto adwase nipa ensia a wo ye emma eto anananom ewo nse du mebi mu nso prepare ya yede omo ekogu 37 ayaresabia se wo mo enye ayarehwe enam sayo so ema interior minister Honorable Muntaka Mubarak wabekasa ne nsema wo kan ye ene say nyame ya adoma nanka 15th November ena nanka esesenka wo mo de ye sa recruitment yi nanso enamba sabasa ya na say arahosema esi ye ntino ene ejwada ena chese wono ma wo pese wo wura prison adwumanim apolice adwumanim na say security agencies ahodo ni nyina no wo hwese ene wo mo behye dwumadie no ase ensema hodo a wo de tudwa eni.
The application process will begin on Monday, November 17, 2025. It will be published in the national dailies on the ministries and each agency's website and on social media platforms. There are two major channels to purchase application voucher. Honorable Minister for Government Communication, the Minister of Interior is working to make sure that everything that we do in that ministry move from paper to paperless. In line with that, at the comfort of your home, probably for the first time, you can start the process and finish with your mobile phone. Via the USSD dial code, which will be published hopefully by Sunday, because we don't want, for lack of better, say, a rush. So we'll publish that on Sunday, just before the Monday. The details of the web address and the USSD short code details will be in publication, like I said, on Sunday. The system we are developing is robust, centralized e-recruitment portal, and an initiative implemented to ensure harmonization and standardization of the conduct of the recruitment across various agencies under the Ministry of Interior. This process will enable every applicant to monitor and follow through the process right from the beginning till you are admitted into the training school. So you can monitor the progress of your application when you will be called for particular exercise. If it is screening, you know through your phone. You don't need to be told by another person because you've applied. When you are to apply, when you are to appear for medicals, you'll be told if you qualify to the next stage. When you are writing what test.
Na wasansem kronimoa mrashebedwani de mo manfo a wo Asin South abato empesua so Honorable John Intim Fojo was say Sarah husem ya atoye nuanum nkoma yi bi ekoso ewo elwak agoprama no so no sebi yenyi amanyosem emfanto nchen na yehwe kwa ye befa so a empono wono mu a wato nananom ewo nsiedo ene wo mo nso a wogu ayaresabia waja ayarehwe no yebehwe na yetumi abo mu na afenso no ebusua no nso no ye ne omo ebetena ne ne omo kasa sebe ya wo makoma nso ebeto omo eyem.
This is not a time for politics, so I would urge that everyone refrains from politicizing this rather unfortunate matter. We will look into it objectively and offer constructive recommendations for the way forward. We are appealing that in the best interest of safeguarding lives of potential recruits, all nationwide recruitment exercises be put to a halt and suspended for the time being, not just Accra. All nationwide recruitment processes must be halted so that a very good job can be done in probing, in reviewing, reforming, and then when we put in very optimal measures, we can recommence the process. Another appeal that we would want to convey to the government is to look at how some adequate compensation could be looked at for our brave potential soldiers who have lost their lives, for the families. For those who are wounded, it is our hope that when they recover, for those who will still be medically fit as per Ghana Armed Forces requirements for recruitment, they be prioritized. for those who may, for one reason or the other, may not be fit to enter, some considerations for their relatives to replace them who are fit, and for some compensation to be granted. But we will support the Ghana Armed Forces and the Ministry of Defense so that we put in the right measures to forestall what has occurred so that
Yanko engumesua mu na wasuafo a wohwe engumesua nsem so wo meyimu eye Honorable Haruna Ijusu wode nsema betudwa se aban na ni suade hunu kese pa se emofra wokosuku ahodo ekwaje ntitiye na wonya nimdie ahodo no obepese wo mo nso ebekosuku ahodo ebeboa wo mo a ekina bi no se wo wie suku na sa aban krampo enya ma no adwuma enye ya wono nso ebetumi de nsa aye bibi enti enam sayo so ema aban no afa to no ho so wobehwe se wobesisi eye ne friend certificate adan bebre na ewo omayimu na dada na ye wono nso no wahwe na waye ensiesie ewo ho se be ye beboa ema emofra wo kosuku nso no waje entitiye no enya nimdie ewo ensanu nyuma emu.
In Ghana is for many of us seeing TVET not as an alternative route but a second route. We need to correct that erroneous impression. That is only persons who have not made it academically who go to TVET institutions. That is a very wrong social notion and very wrong about TVET. There are persons who naturally are born with hands-on skills. TVET offers them an opportunity to upgrade and make use of those hands-on skills. So to attain quality TVET, first of all, so I'm speaking to myself as representative of government, we must address the accessibility challenges of TVET. And that will mean we must expand access to TVET. And the only way we can expand access to TVET is through infrastructure improvement of all our TVET institutions across the country. This year, I asked GET Fund to make an allocation for TVET. I'm happy to announce to you that the money will be released for you before 31st December.
We share our vision of a world where every young person can thrive.
Oman babia eye wasade se obetua to isanse eno na aban no nso no ebenya mfoso kakra wo so a wode beye impuntunyuma na afeniama hodo ebeboa yen ewo oman emu enam sayo so ema national chairman edema NDC amanyoko no Owura Johnson esedun ketia wode ensema hodo akode ama asofo nyina se senia emre ne emre bia no obomoden etu wona sori mafo se wontua eye tight se beye nyankopon so behwe so ehira wo mo no sa na esese wo mo ne wo mo sori ma ekasa no mutu wo mo fo se eye wo masede se esese wo mo etua eto
sorry I wo manum se Bible mu yaka se obi ko bisa Yesu se na ye beje meto mintua na menye den se mo ka de o kan o si mo mfa Caesar de emma Caesar na mo mfa nyame de emfa mre nyame ewo nyame fie enti e besre ye papa no masofo ye ya sorry na ye tufo se obia metua ntutu sududu a ye sese mo mfa Caesar de no so mata ho se wo betua nyame de no a bo mode se oman a wutimu no akwan a ye no oman num ayare sabia ye no oman num no enam Caesar de no so ene ye de yo enti betua ntutu sududu na hwese wo betua Caesar no so na ye de aye Caesar so adwuma na ama oman no akoso
Whatwa so echre nsemu se wabra NDC amanyoko ne ebefa omeyi no na aban dada wetwemu komitre NPP aban no eka bebre na na waja ewe etwe ne hwehwemu kakra omoye ye echre se na omanfo bebre na entua won eto ni nyina eka ho na ama omeyi eka adokoro yen
se akonwa a ye ba betra so yi de ye hu ye ne se ye sika sam ntoto ye na enkoye na adeɛ baako a na ha adwen paa ne sɛ nipa bebree wɔ hɔ a ɛsɛ wɔn tu ato a na maban nie nti no nneɛma na obi bɛfiri aburokyire aba a ɔyɛ party ni ma ne ntua ɔntwe fam ɛtuo biara na ɛgye a ɔyɛ party ni a ɔwɔ aban mu yɛ ntwe fam ɛbaa saa no ɛma ɛtuo no ho adesoa ɛkɔda nipa kakraa bi so afi so na nipa aban yɛ sikasɛmu ɛtotoya ɔsi tuo no so a tuo isu na ɛba a yɛtumi de yɛ mpuntudwuma wokɔ baabia so a yɛde mpuntudwuma ɛdan woka ɛne ɛna kakra no a wɔn tua no yɛnsa ntumu wototuo no mu a na nipa kakra a wɔn tua na wɔn adesoa no ɛkɔ soro na wɔn brɛ na wɔn a aka nyinaa no na yɛtwe fam na yɛtuatua sika ma akrakyefoɔ President Mahama de nhyehyɛ foforɔ aba a ɛnkyɛ yɛde bɛto akwan mu n'ano na ɛkɔpa aho ntoma deɛ ɛbɛyɛ ne sɛ ɛtoɔ no yɛbɛtire mu na ama obiara toɔ aba fam na mmom obiara nso bɛtua bi ne tua no yɛmma mu nyɛ den
ne krakra wade ne kasa ebe wiye no wɔkyerɛ mu sɛ obi bia wadi aban sika na sɛ aban bibi ɛwɔ no honom a ɛfa sikasɛm mu no sɛ ɛyɛ aban dada wɔatwa mu ko sɛ wo so sisi ampo ɛna wudi no sisi ana NDC aban aba no wɔn bɛhwɛ sɛ sankɔfoɔ ne nyinaa wɔn bɛgye nneɛma bi ana sɛ sika bi ɛsɛ sɛ wɔn nsaka efiri wɔn ho na wɔn de yɛ impuntunyuma ahodoɔ ɛwɔ mɛyi mu
NDC deɛ yɛsi nkete sɛ wobɛgye toɔ na nipa tua no wɔ sɛdeɛ so no nipa bɛhɛ deɛ wode toɔ no ɛyɛ ɛno nti na yɛni abere sɛ operation recover all loot sɛ ɔman sika obi a ɔbɛmene ɔman sika yɛbɛma no afe ne yɛde akɔ akɔyɛ ɔman ho adwuma ɛfiri sɛ ɛyɛ ɔman mu no nyinaa na yɛatua yɛ toɔ enti yɛde wo bɛtena baabi sɛ woyɛ aban krakye na wantafere wo kakra na woka mu a ɛne baabi aduro bi a yɛbɛmia ɔbo na wafe ɛde aba ɛno ɛne yɛbɛtumi agyina so de ayɛ ɔman no yie ɛfiri sɛ wotua toɔ na wuru sɛ woakwae kɔ so usku adan ekɔ so ayasabia ekɔ so bibia ekɔ so a ayra okura ontwɛn sɛ toɔgyefoɔ no bɛba wa na ɔbɛsɔre akotua sɛ mitua ma saa ne akɔ so ama mabrabo
Arafo mami nyina national chairman edema NDC amanyoko no Owura Johnson esiedin ketia ensem yi so na menya aboafo enkrato emra
closer to nature.
Hi! And my name is Sam the Zebra, and I'm excited to introduce you to all my friends here at Safari Valley.
Hi! I am Amma, and I'm your tour guide today. It's going to be an exciting tour. I can't wait for you to meet all our friends.
We are going to meet my friends, the llama, emu, silky chicken. It's going to be exciting.
Hey!
Fully-packed and authentic news, bringing you sustainable community development news you really cherish on Green Gold.
Mesai Emma Wakwaba be my fay mentu akasebo so emfa emma atoye mantem for Owura Joseph Nelson Wapao eye committee bia womo eba be hwe ama HIV cases ahodo anase yare asan na home no so ewo atoye mantem nso no bibia ebe koboko ede ama ye na nchemu a eba ye etwese wohwemu a ubeduru eye atoye mantem ha se ya eye afia etwemetre last year cases of more recorded ye efa HIV infection no eho eye 1120 enu echi so no ede biara da wo mo enya cases foforo kwa na enyemu miensa yentie ntwemu a wode mae.
The Western region, like the nation as a whole, continues to face challenges in reducing new HIV infections, eliminating stigma and discrimination, and ensuring equitable access to treatment and care for all. New HIV infections remain unacceptably high. The 2024 data from the Ghana AIDS Commission indicated that 1,120 persons were newly infected with HIV in our region, an average of 3 new infections each day. That's most unfortunate. Unfortunately, these high numbers have remained consistent over the last 5 years. I have directed the Regional Technical Coordinator to present the detailed regional figures for our collective appreciation of the magnitude of the task before us.
Nenuechi and our regional HIV coordinator, Dr. Felicia Amiye, one also etremu say, sisi anasi yera afe 2025 muno cases for 4 kra womonsa kan 449 na enuechi nso krampo no wode kokobo ekwa mo bibia se yemomoden se udi empaso agoyi ebia obebo moden na tedua mu bohei apebia hye.
For the prevalence, we have increased from the Sentinel survey. 2022 was 1.55, and then 2024, we are at Western region at 1.65. So you could see that our prevalence is increasing. And this is because you think that HIV is no longer there. So I want to use this medium to tell the youth that HIV is real. HIV is there, it's still real. It's because of good medications that we have. That is why people who have it are not having the AIDS syndrome. So we plead with the public that we should adhere to the preventive measures.
I have for mame and I say and a brema kwama me de and you may non son I can't cast a bois me de ebesom munina ABC. Nana efia adepa. Me maumo enishe.
A failure ya TSM de Ojaba Drilling Company Limited aba ama yensunom aya kono na ehunso ate ensuo enkwane ade a se enka nipa ho a ya setena enye yi eno nti ehu behia se yensuo a ye no ye de ye ya ade nyina ehu bete Ojaba Drilling Company e de abefu fidie ene tu ensuo eno nti se ba ne se borehole drilling ana se ebura ana wo pe etu ewo fie ku school mu ene wo company a entwa wani nhwe Chishe Ojaba Drilling Company Limited. Yeye geological survey, borehole drilling, pump installation, general pumping, polytank washing, and a generator services. Yesaya water treatment. Mfangone sedye ensuo sitie seye enchirinsuo anase efin ana akwadare mu a Ojaba Drilling Company Limited e de abefo mfidie bedie ho adwuma onumu a enkofa ohaw bia emrel. Enti individuals and companies se mo pe anase ebura etua me kanfo Ojaba Drilling Company Limited edi amamo paying for 0554 482245.
My name is Sam the Zebra, and I'm excited to introduce you to all my friends here at Safari Valley.
Hi, I am Amma, and I'm your tour guide today. It's going to be an exciting tour. I can't wait for you to meet all our friends.
We are going to meet my friends, the llama, emu, silky chicken. It's going to be exciting.
Hey!